Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roxanne, and this is Alchemy of Acrimony. Oh, that's me. Okay. Okay. That's all I needed to hear. Okay. We're good. We're good now. All right. Had to hear myself. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome in. So I have, it's not coffee. I actually have mugwort tea. I thought I'd calm myself down, my nervous system down a little bit with some mugwort tea. And actually it's good for dream works. Like if you guys do that, or I know I do that because I channel a lot through dreams and, assign synchronicities. I don't know. I just tend to, I don't know, I get dreams. And unfortunately, I know some of my reads lately, I've had dreams, but nothing significant to where I have channeled messages for you guys. And a big part of that is because I really take the time and the effort to do things like that when I'm trying to channel. And so lately I haven't been able to really do that. And sometimes I just receive dreams anyway, and I'll write things down. But lately I really haven't had anything. No, I haven't had any channeled messages. I've been having dreams. I know I'm dreaming. I just don't remember what it is by the time I get up. So I know for sure, okay, that's not a message for anybody, because I try to remember, and I can remember like scattered bits and pieces. But my dreams that I get when I get messages through dreams, they're very vivid and clear, and they speak to me like clear as day. It's like I'm living inside of my dreams. So I could tell the difference pretty much. Yeah, so this is mugwort tea. I put a little bit of almond milk in it. Just to kind of like help out the flavor. I don't have any lemon or honey. I gotta go to the market. I don't have anything. I was like, oh my gosh, I had to Google, what can I put in tea? I don't even have cinnamon. I was bummed out about that. I was like, oh, for sure, cinnamon. Nope, don't have that either. I'm out of a lot of things. I do need to go shopping. But anywho, so I was able to gather up some strength to jump on here for a live and do a Pisces reading, right? That way we can just finish that cycle out with all the signs that I was doing. I do need to create a Pisces thumbnail. I didn't get around to doing that yet. I wanted to hurry up and jump on here, but maybe sometime tomorrow in the morning I'll make a little thumbnail that says Pisces. Yeah, I was just kind of in a hurry to jump on here and do this, and then be able to, go relax for a little bit and maybe fall asleep to some TV or maybe some ASMR. I don't know. But yeah, I did jump on here earlier. So I don't know if you guys caught that. It was the video prior, and it was right before I went to work. I jumped on here just to say a quick hello, and I did tell you guys that I was going to try to be on here for Pisces read or whatever. So I'm making good, guys. I'm I'm trying to give 100%. I feel like what is that? The little train that could, where they're like chugging. That's what I feel right now. I'm trying so bad. I'm chugging up that hill. But yeah, so the weather was absolutely insane on the way to work. I literally had to pull over and put my hazard lights on. It was absolutely crazy. I was like, here we go. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be happening. Not now. I haven't even made it to work yet. What is going on? Okay, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? All right. I'm looking at my I'm looking at my inspirational art deck. It's a tarot deck, but I mean, I love it for the vivid colors and oh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. All right, all right, all right. The world. Beginnings and endings. Huh. Are some of you guys going to start something new? Is there going to be a closeout of a cycle in order to start the new of something else? Beginnings and endings? Or is there maybe beginnings to new relationships, endings of old? Beginnings and endings. That's significant for your guys' read. Look, there it is again. Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Wands here. So are you guys taking action? I see a lot of pentacles here. Beginnings and endings. Beginnings and endings. Right under the Ace of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. Ooh, my goodness. Are you guys ending out an old cycle of past relationships, toxic relationships, and beginning? Yeah, past toxic relationships, right? That had you feeling like that. And so there's your Queen of Wands again. And so you guys are looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Hey. And so whatever's going on here, we got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I don't know if some of you guys are up in your head at night, late at night, thinking about things. Maybe, yeah, there's a lot of things going through your mind. For some of you, insomnia, or do you have anxiety in general? Or are you stressing on the beginnings of all these new cycles, the start of something new? Right here, though, with the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be something too. Also, maybe you guys are starting a new job, closing out a chapter, leaving an old job, and then starting something new. Right here, Wheel of Fortune. If that is what that is for you, the Wheel of Fortune and the upright, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. That's going to be a positive beginning for you guys. Look, it's just all about taking the initiative, right? To get yourself out there and get going. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, guys. For some of you, talking about relationships, new beginnings in relationships and new beginnings at work. Maybe a new job, maybe you got a promotion, or maybe you're learning a new skill, or some of you are deciding to go back to school. Yeah, I think whatever it is, this is popping out a lot. It's really got you in your head. I think I'm hearing you're wondering if you made the right decision to walk away from something, because when you did, it got you in the Nine of Swords. So some of you are kind of stressed out right now about a decision that was made. I know it can be nerve-wracking starting something new, whether it's a new relationship, something new at work, a new job. All right, let's the Nine of Pentacles. This is a lot of pentacle energy. This could be, yeah, going back to school, learning a new skill, getting a promotion or a raise at your job. This could also, with the Nine of Pentacles being here, this could also be some of you deciding to venture off into business for yourself. Taking that solo journey. And maybe that's why you're all up in your head, because I know sometimes, that does require a lot of thought. It requires a lot of courage, to get yourself out there and start something new can be a really hard decision, right? Because this pentacle energy, you guys could have Earth in your chart. And if you do, that's, all about being grounded, stability. And that's very important that you have that in your life. And so when you're taking the initiative to walk away, maybe from a current job, to start something on your venture off on your own, insurance, things like that. It's like walking away from things like that. it feels like unstable for you, right? It could feel like that for anybody, like letting go of all the things that maybe your job offers, but you're trying to get this up and going for yourself. And so you're just taking the initiative to take the steps forward to create your own business and launch this. And so maybe you're going to take a hit somewhere on your finances, but with the Wheel of Fortune that was coming out, I think the decision to walk away and venture out into this new beginning, it's going to look pretty promising for you guys. This is all really good cards. I think in due time, whatever this is for you, whether it's school, a new job, or promotion, a raise, or starting your own business, the Nine of Pentacles, you're going to be self-sufficient in whatever it is that you venture off and decide to do for yourself. So if it is doing a business, that's looking really good for you. You're going to be able to support yourself financially. And if this is going to school, graduating, learning that skill, opening up new doors and possibilities at your job or different job because you're taking the time to go to school and learn something else. So whatever this is, it looks really good. This is all about your guys' money and career, life goals. I'm hearing life goals. So whatever you set out for yourself, right? Because I believe we've seen the Seven of Pentacles earlier in the deck. Whatever you were building on, it's kind of all coming to fruition, especially too because we've seen the Wheel of Fortune splitting the deck. We're coming back to the Ace of Cups. This is more new beginnings. So oh man, and the Two of Cups right behind that. So I'm right away, this is two different reads within my Pisces reading. Some of you, it is new ventures in career, business, school. And for some of you, a new beginning in love. Splitting the deck, the Knight of Swords again. Tell me more about Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Tell me more. So we got Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. And then this popped out earlier. This was about when I said you guys are in your head about something and it's causing a lot of anxiety. It could be work or it could be the situation. And there we go with the Knight of Cups. That's the second appearance he's made. And there we go with the Seven of Pentacles. So this new beginning with this new person's got you in your head a lot. I think you have options and you're wondering if this is somebody that you should limit your options for and maybe think about the possibility of actually bringing it down to one person and just being exclusive with one person. Oh. 8 and 7 of Swords. You kind of don't know where you want to go with this yet. It has you in your head a lot. Literally, we were seeing the Nine of Swords pop out. I think twice it came out. And the fact that we have the 7, the 8, the swords right here on the table. Oh. I think at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so yeah. And with the Moon card being here, either something's being hidden from you or you're being asked to use your intuition when it comes to this relationship. I think I think with this new beginning in love, you're trying to figure out if this is somebody that you should invest any time in. I think they got you up in your head a lot thinking. I think maybe there's a piece of you that wonders, are they taking me serious? Or are they lying about the situation of being in a relationship? Is this somebody that really wants to settle down? Should I really invest my time on this person? I don't know what to do. I think there's a piece of you that feels like this person is too good to be true, or they're lying. They're not being completely honest with you. The Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I think it's the way I'm looking at this is this could be somebody possibly that you feel like maybe you should just, if you go forward, are they going to put you in pain like past relationships? Is it going to be another cycle of burnout? Is this going to be somebody that's going to come and offer their cup of love in a good beginning, and it looks all good in the beginning, but then I think right here with the Seven of Cups being here, you're wondering if this person has more options. Is this really the real deal? You want to know, is this person lying? Does this person have other options? You feel like, okay, are they lying? Are they being truthful? If I take a chance, am I going to get hurt? I think that's causing the Nine of Swords kept wanting to come out. That's causing a lot of the Nine of Swords energy, where it has you up late at night wondering, okay, where do I want to take this with this person? Can I trust this person? I don't know, but if somebody has your nervous system all in a knot and you can't figure it out if it's a good or a bad thing, and you feel like this person is lying to you and they have other options, then that's kind of already a given right there. Let's see. I'm going to just move these over because I need room to shuffle. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Lost. Running away, emptiness, feeling invisible, cutting off. Inspired by you, listening to music, emotional bonds, songs, and lyrics. Tell me more, please, about the relationship. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. Oh, there's pain. Twice. Five of Cups, and then the pain card popping out. And then we have locked. Missing pieces, detached, locked away heart. Can't move forward. Yeah, you can't. You're just locked in your head. Running away. I think this person makes you feel like you want to run away. Cutting off, feeling invisible. Maybe there's certain aspects to the relationship where you feel like this person has more options and it's not just you. And so that does make you feel like you want to run away from the situation. You're not sure if you should continue on with this new beginning or if you should just cut it. Inspired by you, listening to music, emotional bonds, song lyrics. I think there's a lot of that going on. I think this person, they probably dedicated songs to you. You're listening to those songs. You hear certain songs and you think of them. It's triggering you. Taking a gamble. Because it is. Being with this person is like taking a huge gamble because you don't know if they're lying. You feel like things are being hidden, like they're lying to you about something. And it could be possible options that this person, you think that this person has. So being with them, yeah, you're taking a risk. You're rolling the dice. It's a huge gamble. locked, missing pieces, detached, locked away heart, can't move forward. I think you're trying really hard guarding your heart because you don't want to get hurt. At the bottom of the deck, risky. Obviously, sexual connection already with this. So there's already a sexual tie or a bond here between you two. But whatever this is, it's got you feeling some type of pain. You're unsure. Your intuition, your nervous system's upset. It's got your intuition going crazy. Like you feel like something's off, something's wrong. Should I take a gamble again on this person? And I'm saying again. Why am I saying again? At the beginning, when I split the deck, it was the World card and the Ace of Pentacles. I said, are we ending things and making new beginnings? Endings and beginnings. Beginnings and endings. Maybe that's the go around with this person. A lot of beginnings and endings. Maybe this is somebody coming back. Offering a new beginning, offering you their cup, but there's a lot of mixed emotions in that because you're wondering if they have other people that are in the picture, right? So the way you see it, because you're not seeing things clearly, it's got you all in your head. You feel like it is taking a risk. This person's probably already caused you a lot of past pain. Missing pieces, detached, locked away heart, can't move forward. Yeah. Maybe you feel like, and risky is right here again. Taking a risk, risky. It's like this person is a really big risk to you, but you have a lot of emotion and love for this person, and that's why it's hard for you to walk away. This isn't somebody that you just met yesterday. This is somebody here that you're tied to, that there's a lot of emotion when it comes to this connection. Because there's a lot of cup energy here. The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups. That's a lot of emotional attachment there with this person. Magnifying glass, showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. That's exactly what this is right here with the Moon and the Seven of Swords. Showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. I think you go back and forth with this person a lot. Right here on the card, it says, I love you. But for you, maybe when they say it, you don't believe them. You're like, well, then prove it to me. Prove it to me that you love me. Let me see your phone. I got that in my head right now. Let me see your phone. Let me see who's in your contacts. Let me see your social media. I think that's what's happening with this person. It's a lot of go around. Like, oh yeah, you love me? Then let me see your phone. Let me have the code to your phone. Showing proof, validation, confirmation. It's like you need more than what you're getting from this person. And every time they're trying to tell you they love you, or it's just you, it's something inside of you is just nudging you that no. You know that there's something more that's going on that they're hiding, and you're trying to find out what it is. And every time they fight you on things, it makes you more suspicious of this person. Yeah, I kind of feel like what's the advice for Pisces, please? What's the advice for Pisces on this relationship? I feel like I'm messing up my cards here. What's the advice, please, for Pisces? advice to this person. What is the advice? Obsession was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Just stay single. Obviously, your nervous system is telling you everything you need to know. If you can't feel comfortable with the person and you feel that there's more that's going on, that you feel like there's more people in the situation, something else is going on, it's giving you anxiety at night, it makes you feel like you're taking a gamble, it's a risk, then that's pretty much everything right there. So your advice, when I asked, you heard me ask the cards, the advice for Pisces: single, independent, freedom from attachment, available to date. It's saying right there, just keep yourself single from this person. It's going to cause a lot of that. No lying about that one. It's going to cause a lot of that. But the advice for the cards was just to stay single. But if someone's making you feel emotionally confused, all up in your head, because you feel like there's more people in the picture, like they're being conniving or lying, you're constantly suspicious of them, you feel like you're taking a risk, you're constantly needing proof or validation that they care for you, detached, locked away heart, where you're feeling like you can't move forward because this person maybe has put you in some type of already, there's pain here, or there's past pain. It's kind of like I'm feeling the need to say whatever happened in the past, you're holding on to it, and this is why you can't get those things out of your head. You need validation. You see it as it's taking a risk to be with this person. It's making you want to keep your heart locked away because you're trying to guard it from all the pain that this person's already caused, and you're afraid it's going to happen again. And so when this happens, running away, feeling invisible, cutting off. Maybe this person's already cut you off before. I don't know why, but feeling invisible is standing out to me. Maybe this person, when they had the opportunity, I'm hearing they fumbled. They kind of put you on the back burner, made you feel like an option. And so that's the constant need for validation and feeling like this person has more people other than you, right? The Seven of Cups, like there's more people out there vying for this person's attention. And so you're constantly feeling like you have to be in competition for this person just to get their attention. And it makes you feel like, okay, there's other people involved. And no matter what they say, it's just never good enough, right? Magnifying glass, showing proof, validation. And, to me, I kind of feel like it's more of a hassle and a headache to constantly feel that way with somebody if they're not bringing you any sense of peace or comfort, and you're more in these feelings, then that is exactly why when I ask the cards, what's the advice here? Just stay single. Your peace is worth more than whatever this was. Trust me, when I tell you that, and speaking from a person that's, was tied up with somebody for 17 years, right? My marriage, 17 years. And so when things happened and, and he left and there was a third party involved, it's the opportunity for us to come back together at some point down the line after he left was presented, right? But I chose my peace over feeling a sense of all of this. I knew it would be taking a gamble. I knew I was going to walk around with a locked up heart. I knew I was constantly going to be looking at him through a magnifying glass. Like, where were you? How come it took you so long? Let me see your phone. Like, I didn't want to live like that. I didn't. And constantly feeling like this, like if he came back, I'm going to feel like he's lying all the time to me, or I'm not seeing the truth for what's going on. Like I'm going to be played again. Like I'm going to end up in this situation all over again. Right? And so it makes us fearful. And so I chose my peace over anything else. And yeah, it's hard. Yes, there was the playing the music and all the songs we shared together and all the memories. Yep, there was a lot of that. All of that. It's understandable. Definitely understandable if you've shared a lot of love with this person. There's a lot of cups here. So there's a lot of emotions tied up in this situation. And so when that happens, when somebody's trying to present themselves over again and say, let's start new love again, it's really hard. It's hard to see ourselves out of a certain way when the damage has already been done. That's what I feel the need to say. For the majority of you, the damage has already been done. And so it's hard to see out of that and to try to lie to yourself and say, okay, maybe it'll be better this time around. If it still makes you feel nervous and you really truly 100% down deep in your soul, there's a big piece of your gut, your intuition telling you that no, it just doesn't feel right. It's because 100% of the time it isn't right. There it's I chose my peace over anything. Was it hard to do that? Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I looked like this every single day for a long time, very long time. But if I could leave you with anything, if this resonates with you, there is hope after the heartache. There is, hope after all the pain, and there is, a way to start up different beginnings for your life, and eventually heal. Healing, it comes in due time. It's not going to happen overnight, especially if this is somebody that was really involved in your life. There was a lot of, you guys have memories. There's a lot of cups in that whole situation. That tells me it's a lot of time and emotions were invested into the relationship. And so for those of you that resonate with the whole pentacle side, the aspects of, new beginnings and endings, maybe ending a job, new beginning with school, new beginning with work, new beginning with promotion, raises, whatever that looks like for you, the outcome is good here. This all looks good. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm feeling led to tell some of you that maybe this is going to be, if you end this, maybe this was your new beginning. Maybe going back to school, taking up a skill, learning something new, being single, being independent, learning how to be on your own. I had to learn all of those things, and it wasn't easy to actually detach and break away from someone, that was in my life for 17 years. That was like a grief, a mourning. It was exactly this. It was a loss. Right? And so it felt, yeah, just like a mourning, losing. He was in my life for 17 years. It was very hard to insert myself into, this being independent and learning to be solo and on my own and feeling great and good. But this is me now. So it is possible, even with my finances, my career, my job, everything changed. I started to work my way up with work. I didn't quit. I kept going. I was learning new things along the way. I was jumping into all kinds of stuff just to keep a job, just to keep uh, money in my pocket, to take care of my kids and so for some of you, if this situation involves children, that's even more so of a reason to feel, super stressed out about the situation if you guys share children together, because that adds to the mix, right? Makes everything super hard. But with that all being said, where there's endings, there can also be new beginnings for you. And it could look a lot like this. A step up in your finances, your career, your glow up, being single. This is the being single card that I pulled for you guys when I asked what's the advice here. And so the Nine of Pentacles she is independent. That's autonomy, independence, freedom, and peace. She looks at peace, right? That right there, and building things for yourself. You'll see that in due time, you can build your life the way you want it, all on your own. All on your own. You don't need anybody else. Learning how to be independent. That was me. I had to start all over again. I literally had to start my life all over again at, let me see. Oh, I think I was, let me see. What am I right now? I think I was like 41 maybe, or 40 when this happened. So can you imagine that? So if I'm talking to somebody out there and that's resonating with this, and you are younger, a lot younger than me, if I could do it, you could do it. I had to start all over again at the age of 40 with 4 kids in tow. All of them were young, and I had one in high school and the rest were middle school. Then just middle school and then starting high school. And then I had to go through all those years with them being in high school. I had to do it on my own. I had to get them all through the rest of what was left for their school on my own. I had to deal with a lot of things mostly on my own. And it was hard. And at the same time, trying to, get myself to this status. But you know what? I did. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, but, and it wasn't easy, but it is possible. So, choose your peace over anything else. I don't know why I'm feeling led to say this was all about choosing your peace. Choose your peace and think about yourself before you think about anybody else. But more than anything, choose your peace. And if you don't feel that peace with this person, then that's right there. Your gut, your body, your intuition telling you everything you already need to know. And so when we choose our peace and we live in a peaceful manner and we break free from, the toxicity of whatever that may look like, you make your life easier on yourself. Is it hard? Yes. But when I'm saying making it easier, it's because you're not feeling, all these things, the pain, and then too, I also had the adrenaline on the bottom. It's an emotional roller coaster, up and down, right? With this person. You're not feeling the need to check their phone every 5 minutes, Yeah, look, lost. You're not having to, be paranoid. That's paranoia. Locking your heart away, constantly feeling on guard. Telling yourself this is a big risk if I do this. That's already tells you a lot right there. Choose your peace, people. Choose your peace. So for whoever this resonated with, if you, uh, you know, if you heard anything at all over everything that I've said, just know, choose your peace. Choose your peace. You will thank me later. You will thank me later for that, because peace is everything. Without it, sometimes we don't realize, because we've lived so long without peace in our lives because of the toxicity in the relationship, that we don't even know what that is anymore. We're so strung out on living in toxicity, we're not even seeing it anymore. And so we're just on autopilot, living our lives like that, constantly, like, just experiencing stressors, and that's not normal and it's not healthy. And so when we can take a step back and say, okay, I'm choosing to live in peace, and we actually experience that, and we move on and start, working on ourselves, right? And creating new beginnings for ourselves. When we start to do that, we start to find our peace. And so when you do these things for yourself, you're not going to have the adrenaline, the pain, all of that stuff that comes tied with the toxicity of a really bad relationship. You're not going to experience that. Yes, you're going to experience the crying because it hurts, and the memories, and it feels like you're in it's a mourning, like being with somebody for a long time and then deciding to split. But I would rather take feeling that type of pain and that type of sorrow over continuing into a toxic relationship, feeling the sorrow and the pain of that, and the uh, messed up nervous system, and the anxiety, and the can't sleep at night, and just being paranoid, not knowing what's going to happen for my future. What is it going to look like? I mean, I can ask myself those questions now, like, as far as my future, and I have a lot of answers, and they're all good answers. But staying in something unhealthy, you really don't know what it looks like for yourself. Your future, you really can't see it. It doesn't look too good. So when you learn to start taking better care of yourself, and creating new beginnings for yourself, and working on yourself, and doing all that, that is where you're going to find your peace, and what that actually feels like. And you're going to recognize that at some point in your journey of being single and branching off and learning, to be on your own. And when you see what that peace feels like, it's going to make you really open up your eyes to, wow, it's going to make you open up your eyes to the way you were living, maybe whatever sickness came with that, the not being able to sleep, the insomnia, the depression, the anxiety. I had a lot of those things, and it was just things because there were stressors from a bad relationship, and it's sad, it's unfortunate that it was bad like that. But you know what, it's reality. Not everybody, it's just when it gets to that, that's when we have to ask ourselves, okay, is this something that I want to continue to be in? And so maybe taking it back to opening up the deck with the Ace of Cups and the Pentacles, my mind right away said endings and beginnings, beginnings and endings. It's, and so, like I said, for some that, you're looking at new job, new promotion, that's great. But this also screams at me too, somebody that's splitting from somebody that's debating right now what you want to do, is if you want to go back, or do you want to just move forward and decide to be single. And so if that's the case, the endings and the beginnings, this is your new beginning. But this past stuff here, unfortunately, it's got to be your ending in order to go into this, right? And so if that resonated with you, like I said, if you remember anything, choose your peace. Choose your peace. Yeah. So dang, that was pretty deep read, Pisces. Pisces water sign. Of course, all up in the emotions. Your card even came out. Well, the moon card is, I think that's the Pisces card. I'm not sure. I think that the major arcana of the moon is the Pisces. I think it is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask Gemini. Gemini, is the moon card Pisces? Yeah. Yes, it is. You came out in your own read. Deepness. I should have known. I should have known. And I was getting two songs in my mind when I was taking a shower earlier, and I was actually trying to channel and kind of just uh see if there was anything that you guys needed to hear. And the only thing I came up with was two songs. One of them was Happy Days. Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. I don't know if any of you guys used to watch that show, but I did as a kid. It was with the Fonz. The Fonz. Everybody knows the Fonz. Richie. I think it's Richie the Fonz. Um, I forgot all their names. Um, but I got the theme song to that show. When I was little, I used to watch that show. Happy Days, Three's Company, Mork and Mindy, Family Ties, all those shows, and Gilligan's Island. All of them. And the plane. Oh gosh, I forgot which one that was. I forgot the name of that one. I think it was Love Island or Fantasy Island, or I don't know. But anyways, I don't know if some of you out there are in my age bracket. Maybe you're going through a major split with somebody that you were with for a decent amount of time. And I also got the happy birthday song, Happy Birthday to You. But then it wasn't just that. It was the way I used to sing Happy Birthday when I was a kid. So we say Saturday, wait, and Channel 9, Frankenstein, and Scooby Doo on Channel 2. So like we would sing people happy birthday, and then happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear so and so, happy birthday to you. Wait, how did it go? um I don't know, but I know it was like Frank and Frankenstein on Channel 9 and Scooby Doo on Channel 2. So I don't know if you guys are, I don't know, maybe similar in age to myself, or you like those shows, or you sing a song like that when you sing happy birthday to people. I don't know, but I got those two when I was trying to channel something for Pisces. So take that how it resonates. If it does, if it doesn't, that's fine. Leave it for somebody that does. But yeah, that's what I picked up. So I don't know. Just that was a pretty deep read, Pisces. And of course, you came out in your own reading with the moon card. You guys are all deep in your feels. Use that intuition. If you are a Pisces, well then bless your soul, because Pisces are very big on the intuition. That's a huge gift, right? Water signs, you guys very emotional, very intuitive, but that intuition is a gift. So use it. If you feel, if your gut, your intuition is telling you something's off, more than likely something is probably off then, you know? And I think that's a way that your intuition tells you something's off, is when you're feeling paranoid, feeling suspicious, feeling uncomfortable, feeling anxiety, feeling paranoia, feeling, just all of those things. Your stomach is already feeling in that knot constantly, feeling like you can't sleep, feeling the anxiety, feeling, it's like that's already right there. Your body's screaming at you, no, it's a no. Yeah. So, anyways, that is the Pisces read. That was the chat. I threw in a little bit of my own personal, that's why I started this channel, right? Try to help whoever I can, and, just shed some light whenever I can when it comes to my own personal life experience, and yeah, uh, that's the whole point of why I started this channel. That's alchemy of acrimony, taking that pain, right? Taking the pain and turning it into something else, into new beginnings. All right? That is right. Alchemizing the pain, turning it into new beginnings. If I had the magician card, that would be great. But you can alchemize, you can go from this right here to that. You don't have to stay in this forever. Okay? You don't. Nine of Pentacles, right? You can go from this to this, right? So let's see. Let me see. What? Actually, there's a few oracle decks. Looking down, I'm being called to a lot of them. Okay, we're gonna do. I did shadow work personally for myself. I didn't do it right away. This didn't come till years later when I even found out what that was. I didn't even know it was a thing. And so on my own personal journey, I did at some point, you know, depression and resistance. I did, take a look at myself and see, what are the things that I needed to fix with me, because I am not perfect. I am far from that. Hold on, guys. That card really just flew away. I don't know where it went. That card is hiding itself, and I want to know why. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Literally at my feet. All right. It was this card. Apathy. Ignite your passion, for it's the antidote to indifference. Indifference, disinterest, detachment. So when you're detaching, right, going through your singlehood, learning how to detach from somebody to get into your Nine of Pentacles mode, right? It says ignite your passion. It's the antidote to indifference. Sometimes we can feel emotionally detached from ourselves because we don't even know who we are without the other person, and we could feel a little lost because of that, because we're trying to figure out who we are in the process, but you can do that by, it says ignite your passion. That right here is all about learning something, a new skill, whatever you have a passion for, go for it. Whatever that looks like for you. Insecurity at the bottom of the deck. This was a huge one for me. I was a very, very insecure person to the max. It says your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. So when you doubt yourself, you're uncertain about yourself. Look at anxiety. That's all linked up with feeling insecure, right? It can make us feel self-doubt, uncertainty, anxiety. It says your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. Yeah, so just, and getting to know your worth and who you are, that comes along with the Nine of Pentacles, because she's not an insecure person, right? Her energy, the Nine of Pentacles energy, is not insecure. This is not an insecure person. She's comfortable in her skin. And so here's the Depression card again. I went through a lot of that. I had anxiety, which is right here on the card. I had depression. Yeah. It was a lot. I'll tell you what, it was a long journey, and I learned a lot along the way. So whatever you decide to do, and whatever journey and path you take, if you decide to start healing yourself and getting into this, Nine of Pentacles mode, it's you learn a lot, with your journey comes a lot of knowledge, and you can do a lot with that knowledge. A lot. Nothing is ever for nothing. At the time when we're going to things, yeah, we can be pretty pissed off and be like, I was upset with God, and I was like, why did you do this? I was looking for somebody to blame. I was pretty pissed off. I didn't understand a lot, but see, now I do. Ask me back then, though, and I probably would have been like, whatever. But, I did learn a lot. It wasn't for nothing. I learned a lot. I went through a lot. And so this is exactly, like I said, why I started this channel. And so we're here, right? And so we're here. All right. What else do my viewers need to know? Please, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, thank you so much. What spiritual messages and guidance do you have for my viewers that resonate with this, please? Oh, okay. A lot. Okay, these two popped out in the upright. Resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have, right? It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. There it is. You're feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly confirmation that are coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they're telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. Dang, if I didn't say anything, that says it all right there. That was your read right there. The fact that these came out in the upright, they flipped for me to read them. These all flipped upside down. Wow. Right here at the bottom of the deck, focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought patterns so you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. That's Nine of Pentacles energy right there. It's all that's crazy. Yes. This one was crazy though. This one, focus your mindset on, wait, where's it at? You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you. That was the Seven of Cups energy that came out in your read with the Seven of Swords and the Moon. And the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way. That's the new beginnings in the Two of Cups, right? The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. Trust your instincts, the Moon card. What is your gut telling you? That's what I've been telling you this whole read. Trust your instincts and do what they're telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. Dang. There it is, people. There it is. That was a beautiful ending to a very to you, right? All right. Let's see. What angel numbers? Thank you, Spirit Guides, angels, ancestors. Thank you. Sorry, Spirit Guides, angels, ancestors. What angel numbers do we have for my favorite, please? What messages? I think yeah. I think that was it. Yeah. Oof. Bottom of the deck. Release. 999, release. Okay, we'll read that in a bit. Hold on one sec. Let's look at this one. Came out first. 143, preparation. Life's filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Oh, with a sense of peace. It's right there. That is crazy. Let's read that again. Life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. And then the affirmation at the bottom, do not do an affirmation unless you truly believe this. Affirmations won't work unless you really, you have to have that inner knowing, you could bet your life on it, right? That type of mindset. Have that type of mindset when you're saying this affirmation, okay? My dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. Okay. And that was the first one that popped out for you guys. And then we got the next one is 444, protection. Okay. This is your time to take confidence in all that you pursue. The divine universe is working through you and protecting you. Time has come to allow the doors of opportunity to welcome you with open arms. Affirmation, I feel the loving care of the divine protecting me. I allow myself to pursue growth and opportunity. Growth, opportunity, right? You're going to be guided, divinely guided and protected along the way. Okay. And then right now, at the bottom, right now. Yeah, right now. What did I say right now? Right now. Release. Maybe that's something you have to do right now. Release. 999. It says, endings are new beginnings in disguise. Endings and new beginnings. Endings, new beginnings. That was the beginning of the read. People, you cannot make this up. What does that say? Endings are new beginnings, right? Where is the world card? When I split the deck, the world card popped out. And I said, endings, new beginnings. Endings, new beginnings. Where are you at, world card? Oh, I'm making a huge mess over here just trying to find you. If you take it back to the beginning, that's where it all started. That's where it all started. Here, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, don't hide yourself now. The world. It was the world card. When I split the deck, and then I felt the need to say endings, new beginnings. Endings, new beginnings. Where are you at? Oh, these cards are all over the place. Are you guys looking at the mess? Are you guys looking at the mess that is happening over here? Miss Monstrosity. Where are you at? Ah, there you are. Thank you so much. So I don't remember, it was the Ace of Pentacles or the Cups. I think it was the Pentacles. So let's just put that. The endings, new beginnings. Endings, new beginnings, right? That's, if you rewind it, take it back. All right, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, something with the new endings, new beginnings, endings, new beginnings. Okay, right? So we have right here, this is release. And it says, endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. Okay, where's the whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in the release where the magic happens. Woo, that is crazy. Come on, people. This is if you resonate with this is for you. This message is for you. Affirmation: doors open for me where others have closed, bringing transformation to my mind, my body, and my soul. I got the chills. Literally got the chills, people. Okay? Get in your Nine of Pentacles. Choose your peace. Choose your peace. Okay? Choose your peace. And with that being said, my computer is telling me that I have to... The energy saver is on because I have to plug in my battery because it's going to die. And so that was your cards. Release, protection, and the divine is going to prepare you for this preparation. All right. Choose your peace. All righty. That is the Pisces read. Pisces, you're very emotional. That was a pretty deep read. But yeah, that was for whoever resonated with that. Feel free to shoot me a comment. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. But please hit that like button, subscribe. That was a very important message for somebody. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to hop off here before my computer dies. And thank you yet again. And so I hope that could help somebody out. And so with that being said, I will hop on here possibly sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, but for those of you that joined me, whatever time, space, or place that you did, and you caught this video and you resonated with it, that's great. That is really great. And I really hope that, if anything, you remember, choose your peace. And so thank you so much for joining me. I'm Roxanne, and this is Alchemy of Acrimony. And thank you again. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.